In my right hand, I have a vape, and in my left hand, I have a pack of cigarettes. And over the next 3 days, I will be completing 3 VO2 Max tests, one with clean lungs, one after a vape, and one after smoking a cigarette, because I want to know if it's true, is vaping really that much better than smoking? So let's go and find out. But before we actually start the test, what is a VO2 max? A VO2 max is the maximum amount of oxygen your body can use during intense exercise. It's the gold standard for cardiovascular fitness. The higher your VO2 max, the better your lungs and heart are at delivering oxygen to your muscles. To calculate my VO2 max, I will be running 1.5 miles as quick as I can, and then inputting this formula into my phone, which will give me an estimated reading. This is a peak flow meter, and I will be using it before every test. It measures how quickly and how much air can be exhaled from the lungs in one puff. And not only this, it will also identify any issues with the lungs and any narrowing of the airways. So for my first reading with clean lungs, I have got 800 litres per minute. And that is above average, because the average for healthy adults is about 400 to 700 litres per minute. But now it's time for run number 1 on clean lungs. We're about halfway through the test at the moment. My breathing feels okay. We've got about 4 more laps to go. So I'll see you guys at the end. I'm on the final lap. Time's looking good. I'll see you guys at the finish line. And that is the first run done. Oh guys, that was tough. So I've got the stats on my phone now. So I did 1.5 miles in 9 minutes and 16 seconds. I had an average heart rate of 149 BPM with a peak of 187. So if I put those numbers into the VO2 max calculator, that gives me a VO2 max of 55.6, and that puts me in the excellent category. And the excellent category is 49 to 55.9. I actually nearly made it into the superior category. But I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow for the exact same test, but instead of doing it on clean lungs, I'm gonna have a vape before the run to see if it actually affects the numbers that much. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Right guys, so we're back here 24 hours later, and I've got my vape. So the challenge remains the same. I'm gonna have 5 inhales of it before my warm-up. I'm gonna have 5 inhales of it after my warm-up and calculate our VO2 max. Just to let you know guys, I'm not a vapor, so I'm not really sure how this is gonna go, but 5 puffs, let's go. Straight away, one thing I can notice is my legs feel like jelly now. I've got a massive head rush. The field is like almost spinning for me, but we're gonna get warmed up. Let's go. So I'm warmed up, I've got 5 puffs of these to go, and one thing I noticed is my chest feels a lot more tight in the warm-up, but we're gonna give it a go. 5 more of these and then we're gonna start. Oh my God, my head rush. I've got my peak flow meter. Let's check the reading before the run. It's gone down to just above 700, where yesterday I was really close to 800. It's actually dropped by about 80 litres per minute, which worries me, but we're gonna run. Let's get it going. I'm halfway in and my chest is on fire. I feel a bit slower, but I don't feel terrible, so I'll catch up with you near the end of the run. Final lap. I'll see you guys at the finish line. Oh my God, that was something else. So the results are in, and that 1.5 mile run took me 11 minutes and 2 seconds, which was compared to 9 minutes and 16 yesterday. I had an average heart rate of 147 and it peaked at 191. I didn't feel that unfit, I just felt my chest was tight and I couldn't get the air into my lungs quick enough. So onto the VO2 Max calculator. I had a VO2 max of 47.3 and that comes down as above average. Yesterday I was in the excellent category and now I'm in the above average, and the excellent category entry is 49. That was really tough and I'm a bit worried about how the cigarette's going to go tomorrow because I couldn't even get that vape down me, so God help me. But you know what it is, I'll see you again tomorrow at the same time for the third and final VO2 max test, where I will smoke a cigarette before this 1.5 mile run. So I'll catch you then. Here we are, it's the third and final day and I am not looking forward to this one. Everything in my body is telling me not to do this because I know how I feel about smoking, but it's for science, let's get it done. I don't want to do this. I'm not sure I'm going to finish the whole thing, but we're going to have a few puffs of it, see how I feel, and then we'll do the run. This feels like a low, this does feel like a low point in my life. Right, it stinks. Let's get it done. Oh, that is disgusting. Right, I'm doing a few more of these and then we're done. I'm not having the whole thing. Oh, my head is absolutely spinning right now. My chest feels horrible, but here goes nothing. Let's go. We are now below 700 on the peak flow meter, which is even lower than the vape yesterday. So I'm gonna have a few more puffs of the cigarette before the run after I've warmed up, and then we're gonna get it done. So I've done one lap and straight away my chest feels so much tighter and I feel like I can't get the oxygen into my lungs and I can hear it. It sounds like I'm wheezing, but I'll catch up with you near the end of the run and see what we get. I'm on my final lap. I'm really struggling to breathe properly. My chest is on fire, but we're gonna keep pushing to the end. I'll see you at the finish line. Oh God. Let me just get my breath back and I'll speak to you after. So I've just about got my breath back. That is the run done. And compared to yesterday with 11 minutes and 2 seconds after the vape, today's is 11 minutes and 59 seconds for 1.5 miles. And that has an average heart rate of 152, which is up from 146 yesterday. My heart rate peaked at 194, which is the highest it's been in this challenge so far. And when I was running around that pitch, my chest, my heart felt like it was working so much harder. So now for the moment of truth, I'm gonna put my time, 11 minutes 59 seconds, into the VO2 Max calculator. Gives me a VO2 Max of 44.8. And that puts me still above average, but it's lower than it was yesterday. And as you can see from the chart, I am 0.8 away from being in the average zone, which is a big drop off from excellent 2 days ago. But we're gonna go home and we're gonna talk about the results a bit more, and we're gonna have a breakdown from the challenge on how I felt through each one. So I'll see you guys at home. Right, so we're back home and I'm just going through the results one last time. I'm just thinking of how hard that test was. I felt really good on that first run, right? And then as the runs went on, my chest got tighter and I feel like I couldn't get the oxygen into my body that I required. But anyway, in the first run, I felt really good. I did that 1.5 miles in 9 minutes and 16 seconds and my VO2 max was 55.6, which put me in the excellent category. Then on the day after, and I had the vape, my time dropped by 1 minute 46 seconds and it actually landed at 11 minutes and 2 seconds. And that gave me a VO2 max of 47.3. And the first thing I noticed after that vape, apart from the head rush, is I felt really, really tight chested. I'm assuming that's because my body hasn't got used used to it. I tried to do the warm up, my chest felt tight and I just didn't feel good throughout the whole run. But then the day after I smoked the cigarette, well, I tried to get as much of it as I could down, and my time again dropped by 57 seconds, and my VO2 max was 43.8, and my time for 1.5 miles was 11 minutes and 59 seconds. Now, from the start of the challenge to after I smoked that cigarette, my time for that 1.5 mile run dropped by 2.47 minutes, and my estimated VO2 max dropped by 11.8. And that is why smoking is bad. That is why vaping is bad. It's never going to be good for you. Even though people say vaping is better than smoking, it's still really bad for you. However, I'm going to go for a nice earned rest because I think I've given myself shin splints. So if you like this video, like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.